A deadly tractor crash in Bedford County has farmers reminding all of us to be safe as we share the roads.
10 News reporter Irisha Jones talked with one farmer who shared his own close calls.
W.P. Johnson spends most of his days on the family farm in Bedford County. They're planting crops and hay season is coming, which means he and other farmers will be on the road a lot more.
So if you can be patient, we're going to get off the road as fast as we can. We need to be in the field too. The
Virginia Farm Bureau urges people to use caution around farm vehicles after a fatal crash last week in Bedford County involving a 75-year-old farmer. Police say a driver trying to pass in a no passing zone hit his tractor. Johnson remembers his own close calls.
Somebody tried to pass me on a double-sided line, and another car was coming on, and I took the ditch trying to let both cars get by, and it broke the tractor in pieces.
Johnson says the #1 problem is seeing what's behind his tractor.
When we're in the tractor pulling planters or pulling equipment, we can't see what's coming up behind us, even though we're trying to look.
Most farm equipment can't go any faster than 20 miles per hour. Johnson often travels when there's less traffic.
No school bus times, no lunch times, no going into work and from work.
His wife specializes in raising awareness about farm safety and preventing farm accidents.
Lots of times it's not just the injury itself, but it means the loss of the farm or the loss of the entire operation for the family.
We want to go home. We have families that we want to be with too.
The National Safety Council reports 15,000 farm vehicles a year are involved in highway crashes. In Bedford County, Irisha Jones, 10 News, working for you.